What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Let's get it, man. We trapping on a Friday, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Yes, sir. Give me a 1 if everything sounds good. Give me a 1 if everything sounds clean and mean. You understand? Let's get it. And you know what my motto is on a Friday. It ain't no damn credit on no damn Friday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know that. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let's get it. I hope everybody's having a good morning. I hope everybody's having a good morning. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Shout out to Mr. Michael Lockhart, Mr. Joe Tranchina, Michael Autry, Miss Elda Lockhart, the Lockhart squad in the building, Mr. Thomas A. Garrett, David Sorellis, Miss Regina Green with the green. Everybody's in here today rocking with your boy, Mr. Jameson Taylor. You know, who else we got rocking? Asmodeus in the building. What's happening with you, sir? Mr. J. Worthy, Kelvin Hicks, Raymond Solis, Bruce got the toxic juice, Miss Gina L. Chase. Hey, you know we got that fried fish in there for you now. You already know that. Jeffrey Smith in the building. Dak owns Philly because you know he do. You already knew that. You understand? So shout out to everybody rocking. Mr. Jeffrey Smith, we in the building with it, man. Y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get it. We trying to get this trap jumping around the corner. But you already know, first and foremost, we got to make sure these haters doing the most. Exactly what they was born to do. Put on God's green earth to do, and that's hate, man. You already knew that. Let's get it, man. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these shares up. Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back, came a long way.
Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to 43 Flex. Shout out to Ruben Hernandez. What's happening? What's going on? That Leslie in the building. What's going on? Hit that like and share for the squad. It won't charge a card, I promise. You know it ain't no credit on no damn Friday. Let's get it. Let's get this trap line jumping around the corner. Let's get it. Shout out to C. Nicole in the building. What's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm feeling good this Friday. I'm getting closer and closer to my vacation. You understand? So you know I'm feeling electric. I'm feeling elated. You know, all kind of 16-letter words. Let's go. Shout out to Big Dallas 8604 in the building. What's happening? Let's get it. Hey, let's go. Let's hit that like and share, man. Let's get this trap line around the corner. It's a Friday. You already know that. You know it's a nefarious Friday, Miss Gina. You understand? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone. But I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. I promise. Make no mistake about it. And y'all already know the NBA draft was yesterday. So you know I had to ruffle my Spurs. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Do not be a hater. And you know we drafted that phenomenal young man, Mr. Victor Wembanyama out of France. And you know they calling him all kind of stuff, an alien, and they calling him the Eiffel Tower. You know what I'm saying? I like that. But we on the Cowboys, man. I hope everybody's doing good today, man. But was that a bird or a plane? What was it? I don't know. Oh. It's just nefarious news, of course. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's start this thing off right. Let's see what Mr. Young Ryan Dakota said.
I want to be right there with those two guys and say, won a Super Bowl for this organization. And then as a person, I want to be a hell of a player. They say he's a great player, one of the best Hall of Fame type player that when I'm done, they can say he was that type of player, but the person he was way better. Really, just as much as I hope I impact and inspire other people, you guys got me today. Got me this morning.
Hey, man. I want to play this one more time, and then I will elaborate.
As you just said, I want to win a Super Bowl. I want to be right there with those two guys to say, won a Super Bowl for this organization. And then as a person, I want to be a hell of a player. They say he's a great player, one of the best Hall of Fame type player that when I'm done, they can say.
Y'all can't hear it? Jeffrey, you might need to turn your volume up. Give me a one if y'all hear it. Say, how can you not hear like that? Somebody give me a one if y'all can hear this, because I think you should be able to hear it, Jeffrey. I'm not sure.
And really, just as much as I hope I impact and inspire the people.
Okay, it's supposed to be pretty loud, Jeffrey.
You guys got me today. Got me this morning. A man my mom would be proud of, really.
Yeah, man. So, we're going to take a brief pause and talk about that right there, man, because my quarterback said he want to win the Super Bowl. He want to do it for the team, you know what I'm saying? Trap. Jeffrey said I can't hear it on Facebook. Let me see. What's the other guy saying Facebook? Nah, that was YouTube. Facebook said they can't hear it. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. Why these bugs want to attack me? That's crazy. But yeah, I think y'all supposed to been able to hear it. We said turn on our Wi-Fi, can hear fine. Oh, y'all trolling me. Man. But man, I really never put these two things together. But me losing my mom at a young age, man, I can relate a lot to young Ryan Dakota, man. Hey, it's a whole different kind of struggle, man. You want to live and fulfill a lot of things that you talk to your folks about, man. You want to make sure, you said you're live, but the audio low. The audio on the interview, it might just be the way the interview was. So y'all got to forgive me. But man, when you lose a loved one like that, your mother of all people, you just go on a tangent and just try to just do something great for them, man. I understand the struggle. You know what I'm saying? You want to live for your people and show them like they did you right, they raised you up right. You want to represent them in a great way and do something great and be great. So I pretty much understand the struggle, man, and Dak is a true warrior in that regard. You seen when he did lose his mother, when he was with Mississippi State, he even still came out there and played the game. That shows a lot. That shows that he's a stand-up type of guy. He knows exactly what his mama wanted him to do. He wanted him to go out there and finish the mission. What her 3 words is: faith, fight, and finish. Yes, sir. So I understand. It's a different type of hunger, a different type of passion, a different type of drive you have when you doing it for people who ain't here no more with you. You know what I'm saying? I lost my mom at 22, lost my brother like 5 years ago, so I understand you want to fulfill those missions. You want them to be proud. So that's what Dak Prescott, he got a little teary-eyed. He wasn't ready for that question. But I totally understand, man. And I think Dak is doing a great job at that. I'm sure his mama be proud of him. I'm sure of it. And I'm thinking that we might be able to get this done, y'all. What y'all think? So we gonna discuss that later on, man. But I just wanted to get that interview out there. I got a few more things to go off, but that's gonna be the meat and potatoes. Of course, I feel like Dak can win the Super Bowl. Of course he can. With the right people, the right stuff around him, of course he can. Just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But look at your boy Micah Parsons being elite. Your boy Micah just being good old elite real quick. You know what I'm saying? Make no mistake about it. That boy is fast. Your boy Micah is looking explicit. Look how quick this boy is. Oh, forget about it, man. That boy putting in that work, man. Hey, that's the young line right there. That's the young line right there. Hey, all you been seeing is Michael working and working and working. People got a little alarmed. It raised a couple of suspicions. People was it raised their suspicion when they seen Michael talking about he was leaving, going to train somewhere else then. They got a little suspicious. But make no mistake about it. That boy, Micah Parsons, is on a mission. He is finna absolutely destroy this NFL, I feel like. All you been seeing is Micah Parsons working. You ain't seeing Micah do hardly nothing else. This dude just been working. He make a few basketball games, but other than basketball games and switching up jerseys and teams, that boy Micah Parsons been absolutely just a workout warrior, a monster. Not like it's new, but he's just been going crazy as of late too. But shout out to Dead Iron Man. Everybody sliding in the building late. Jose Banks, you know what I'm saying? What's happening? But hey, we got us one, man. We got us a one of one. We got us a special player who really just getting started. And like I said the other day, man, it's kind of hard to believe that Micah Parsons is just in year 2. Like, it don't even feel like this is a second-year player going into year 3. Do it, y'all? Like, do it feel like that to y'all? It don't feel like that to me. It feel like Micah is a seasoned veteran that's been doing this and been dominating. It's like we know this is as a sure thing to happen. We already know that Micah is just going to be phenomenal and just dominate year after year. And he's just going to get better and better, man. The better we use him, the worse it'll be for the NFL. I promise you that. They going to recognize who exactly we are. They going to know.
We are America's team.
They going to know what time it is.
The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Let's continue. Okay, they got a quote from Dak talking about Zeke being his best friend. We'll continue to work, continue to push each other. He looks great. I'm excited for whatever opportunity he has coming up, and I'm always his biggest fan, man. So until Ezekiel Elliott signs somewhere else, he will always be a threat to sign with the Cowboys. Y'all know how that goes. So that's going to always continue to be news until he signs somewhere else. And like we said, me and Boss had a discussion about it the other day, man. Zeke is still a decent back. He still got a role we still got a role for him, and it's still a void in his team, real talk. So at first, like I said, I wasn't too fond of Zeke the way it ended. But now we didn't address the running back situation. So now, hey, go get you another running back then. Go get Zeke. Bring him back. We didn't do right. You know what I'm saying? We was in a very deep running back draft, and we didn't prioritize running back. So we just got Deuce Vaughn on the tail end of the draft. So if we going to go about it like that, like me and Boss discussed, it seemed like they just knew that they had a bird in the hand, and they went studying the ones that was in the bush. It felt like they was confident in that. Trap. It's peculiar that the Cowboys operating like Zeke is in the hand, though. So that says a lot to me. It feels like they know that they need that role, but they didn't prioritize it in the draft. To me, that speaks to them feeling like they may go back to Ezekiel Elliott. That's just me. So let me know what y'all think about that, man. Do y'all think they going to go back to Zeke or whatever? Let me know, and we can discuss that for a little bit. Bruce got the Toxic Juice said it's weird to think Micah just now been battle tested, landlord. Yeah, I mean, bro, this dude in year 2. Like, shout out to my dog HTM in the building. What's happening, sir? But this dude just in year 2, like, that sound crazy to me. Cause he just got so much more potential. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Matt Leslie said it still feels new because he hasn't even touched his ceiling or his potential yet. Exactly. Because he got so much to grow, man. He got so much more to grow. It's going to be ridiculous. A lot of people saying no on the Zeke. He said, we get Zeke, we will be complete. Mr. Justin Kitchen said, hey, bring him back. I do feel like it's a void at running back, though. Just being real. I don't think Ronald Jones is going to be a person that can fill that void. Not at all. And, he is a person that got, upside, I guess you could say, because he didn't really have a full role. And, you know what I'm saying, he was a complimentary back. But we'll have to see it in Dallas. So that's the only concern. But I ain't right now, as of what the day is, June 23. I'm not opposed to bringing Zeke back because I feel like we failed to do so. We failed to address the running back situation to a certain degree, in my opinion. We did. Trap. Here go delusional Dak, man. That boy, that crazy. Cowboys have Dak. They can't overcome his bad play to make the Super Bowl. Ooh. I'll come back to you later, sir. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Don't touch that dial. You know what I'm saying? Stay put. Don't run away, because I'm going to come back to you. I got something to say to you now.
Trap.
Shout out to Miss Patrice with the 199. She said Zeke in a Dallas Cowboys jersey 15. I feel like he coming back with that 15 on, and I think it could be legendary, though. I think it could be legendary. Because, like, you know, I was very critical on Zeke, man. So, like we said, as information come out, your opinion should be able to change. And then once I got to thinking about it more and more, I'm like, man, to be real, Kellen Moore held everybody back. He really did. Like, if you understand the dynamic of an offense, the OC controls everything. If you ever played on a football team, you'll understand how much control a OC and a coach is. Like, it's nothing a player can do if it's absolutely nothing a player can do if he's being coached by a bad coach. It's nothing he can do. You want to know what I mean? What I mean is you're basically a chess piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go on a tangent and do what you want to do. You will be on the bench. There's nothing you can do, sir. It's absolutely nothing. If your coach is terrible, you will be terrible. He will have you in a terrible situation and you will be doing terrible things. So that's why a lot of this stuff comes back full circle and it comes straight to Kellen Moore's door, because it's evident in our offense in certain situations he was just absolutely bad to me.
You trash.
Not as a play designer, as a play caller in situations. I feel like he was stubborn in the run game. I don't feel like he really put no effort into running. So we all can agree to that. But we'll come right back and dog Zeke out for not being the maximum type back. But I just can't. I'm going to have to give him a benefit of the doubt to a certain degree because I'm so low on Kellen Moore. Like, I'm going to just say that. So I think it is just it's a little wiggle room for Zeke to come back, in my opinion. Because I, like, no lie, if y'all follow me, I was totally out on Zeke for a minute. I was like, yeah, we done with Zeke. He didn't get it done. But, you know, as you think and more information come out, you get to thinking it over, my opinion changed slightly. So I ain't too opposed, especially the way we address running back in the draft. I don't feel like we did a good enough job. So I'm not opposed to bringing Mr. Zeke back. So let's continue. Bam. D-Law says, I don't feel like it's a gap at all, man. I don't feel like it's a huge gap between. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I like the quote, but I don't like the quote. Because I would have said it ain't no gap, sir. What is you talking about? I truly don't feel like the Eagles is just better than us. Like, I feel like we beat them. I just don't feel like they better than us. I could be delusional, you know, like Mr. Dak delusional, you know. I could be delusional. But I don't see the Eagles as being a better team than us. I just don't. I feel like we got the better quarterback, and I feel like our defense is better. Even though they numbers said it was better, I feel like we got a more solid defense. And I just feel like toe-to-toe, we'll pull out the victory. Like, if it was for all the mobs in the NFC Championship, I'm betting with my guy, sir. I'm betting with my guy. I'm betting with my guy. So I don't even really like the question. So, like, saying it's a gap at all, I don't see that. And especially not in their direction. I just say, like I said, man, they got a fortunate hand in the playoffs, bro. It happens. They got a fortunate hand, and them boys went to the Super Bowl. But do that means they anointed? Do that means they above criticism? Do that means they going to be the same team as they was last year? I don't think so. How is everybody just anointing them as this same team that they was last year? Do y'all know how much turnover and how much change them boys had? How are y'all just saying, okay, the Eagles are good and they're going to be good? Like, bro, it should be a whole lot of questioning going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. Your antennas should be up. They should be. I don't understand. Them boys changed OC and DC, and they had a lot of turnover in their roster, in their actual starters. They lost their running back. They got them boys got a lot of turnover, bro. They and not only is that, they trying to replace almost Pro Bowl level players with rookies. Like, how does that sound like it's gonna work out to you? Them boys replacing Pro Bowl levels with rookies with a new OC and a new DC. But y'all still buying all this Eagle stock. And some of these Cowboys fans buying more Eagle stock than Cowboy stock. I just don't get it. If anything, they'll be a prime candidate to move back a little bit. Think about it. Most of the teams that lose the Super Bowl, bro, they have a down year the next year. This has been going on throughout history. Historically, this is something that happens. So for people to still feel like the Eagles just finna be this tremendous team after all this turnover, I just don't see it, man. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's just me. So we'll have to see. I want to see them on the field. And I feel like my team is better. Then we held on to more. We was more consistent. You know what I'm saying? We held on to our people. We still got Dan Quinn. We lost Kellen Moore, but I feel like that's a good thing. We lost Kellen Moore, but I feel like that's a good thing. Now, we did lose Zeke and we lost Don Schultz, but I feel like we got a decent amount of tight end play that can overcome that, and we upgraded with Brandon Cooks, and we upgraded with Stephon Gilmore. I just feel like we're a better team right now. I feel like this team right now is better than 2022. I could be wrong, but they just sucking up the Philly like them boys ain't had not one kink in their armor. I just don't get it, and it's not true. It's not true. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm almost willing to bet that the Eagles take a step back next year. I'm almost willing to bet that. I might take a wager up on that. The Eagles going to take a step back next year. Because I feel like, to be real, you know, I could be a hater. But to be real, I feel like that was kind of Cinderella in the first place. That's just me. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, it says teams to never win a Super Bowl. Now, you got all these teams on here, but all you ever hear them talk about is our Cowboys. Why you feel like that?
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
All you hear, the Dallas Cowboys is the only team that got a countdown, y'all. Why we the only team that got a countdown? I just seen Mr. Colin Cowherd had a graphic up, and he was talking about that the Dallas Cowboys only had 4 playoff wins since 2000, and this and that and this and that. But he failed to realize it was 32 more teams on that field. Keep going. Tell me why your calendar stopped at 2000. But then you don't never hear them talk about these teams at all. But the only team that's been 28 years, 29 years, all of this countdown, the only team they keep a countdown on is the Dallas Cowboys. I wonder why. Because we are him. That's why.
Me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him dunking.
Before the Chiefs won their Super Bowl, how long it was for them? Man, it took the Chiefs like 60 years to win a Super Bowl, but you don't hear people say nothing like that. The San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl drought is longer than ours. You don't hear nobody talk about that. Y'all gotta realize, that's why I tell you, I be at a full-on war, a everlasting digital duel with the mainstream narratives, because they be lying on my team and I hate it. Before I was a content creator, I used to have to just sit up here and hear these people just do my team dirty. I'm not taking it no more. I'm here to take a stand. I'm sorry. That's what I'm here for. I used to sit up here and get mad at Shannon them and Steve and Nate and them. They just sit up here and just say all kind of foolishness about my team, and I couldn't do nothing about it. Now I got a platform, bro. Y'all is going, hey, it's hell to pay. You're going to get it these days. I'm telling you right now. I got something for you, my guy. I got something for you. We're not going to let these narratives just hate on our team like that. We're not going to sit back and let y'all just lie and, drag the reputation of our team. Is not true. So we need to realize why they put so much emphasis on the Cowboys, because they know that they're going to drive up their ratings. It was all these teams on this graphic, but the only team he focused on was the Dallas Cowboys. That tells you everything you need to know, and that's why you don't need to pay these boys no attention at all. But you don't even hear them people discuss these teams in a Super Bowl at the same time. So where's all the pressure for Justin Herbert to win a Super Bowl for his team? Because they ain't never won one. So wouldn't that be more pressure on him? Like, what's going on? Where's the pressure for Justin Herbert? It's supposed to be a ridiculous amount of pressure for a team that never won one, and they giving you this great title like you are just excellent. You are the best thing since sliced bread. You better be bringing a championship to your team, sir. That's all I'm saying. Where is this? Where is this at? I don't get it. Look at Mr. Buffalo Bills. Where's all this Josh Allen pressure? Dak got to win the Cowboys Super Bowl, and we done won all these Super Bowls, but all the pressure is on Dak, not on Josh Allen. That's crazy to me. Now, Joe Burrow done did his thing. I ain't got nothing to say about Joe Burrow because he actually at least got there. Then he be in the AFC Championship. Like, he do his thing. But they still ain't won one. But look at Kirk Cousins, the Vikings, Atlanta, the Panthers. Like, these teams that have never won one ever. Where's the pressure for Kyler Murray? Where's the pressure? Where's this Deshaun Watson pressure that he better win it for Cleveland? See, y'all don't really understand what I be saying, man. That's why I don't pay it no mind, because I know it's all hate because we are the Dallas Cowboys. We are America's team. That's why I don't pay it no mind.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
Shout out to Mr. Desmond Iron Man. He says our defense is overpowered now. Philly, hey man, say it with your chest, y'all. Y'all say it with your chest, my guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, bro, it is absolutely no pressure on none of these other teams. They just talk about our Cowboys. Here go my boy DeQuincy Coleman. I'm sure you rolled over in the bed, you know what I'm saying? Scratched and hated on Dak today. I'm sure you did that. I'm sure you did that. Because the Cowboys are considered a powerhouse NFL team, a great franchise. That's why. Okay, isn't the Packers a great team? They ain't won in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh a great team. They ain't won in a long time either. The San Francisco 49ers is a great team. You don't even hear that. San Francisco is a great, excellent team. Like, they be deep in the playoff, but they ain't winning now. They ain't won one. It's a lot of great franchises. I'm not giving them that bailout either, sir. I'm sorry. Nope. They just fraudulent and they phony, and they know that the Cowboys conversations is gonna raise some eyebrows. That's what they do it for. It be all hogwash and fake stuff going on in them conversations. Let's go. Okay. Now it got Dak Prescott on here saying we're going to the Super Bowl. It says Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott today at SMU Athletic Forum. He said those words exactly. So it's no mistake. It's no secret that Dak want to get that ring, man. And I feel like he got the team to do it right now. Let me see what my guy Common Sense says. Shout out to you. He says, landlord, I agree with Kyle Hurd only because he was talking about the front office with the graphic. Okay. But the only thing is how he's singling us out, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of other front offices that went bad. That was bad. And then think about this. We wasn't even the worst team on the graphic. I'm just letting you know why they highlight us. That's all. They highlight us for a reason because they know that ain't nobody else studying these other teams. We going to be the ones tuned in and be pissed off. That's what they know. So, okay, you're right. The front office hasn't did everything they should have been doing. But at the same time, man, they are not the worst front office in the league. I don't think that. And they've been bidding some decent teams. We've been competitive. It was a lot of teams on there that ain't even competitive and ain't been competitive for years. So how is the Dallas Cowboys being singled out? I just told you why. So you will never catch me up here taking up for dollar bill. You know what I'm saying? You'll never catch me that.
Pay no country ball, nothing.
I'm just letting you see why they put emphasis and they highlight our team out of the whole 32. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. They highlight us over the whole other 31 teams. That's what's concerning to me. That's all. But okay. Mike Leslie says Dak Prescott was asked today what he wants his legacy to be as a player and a person. Prescott got emotional. You know, we went over that. I think I made a mistake and added that graphic. We can move on. Mr. Micah Parsons, Next Gen Stats says since entering the NFL in 2021, Micah Parsons has pressured quarterbacks on a 18.3%, you understand, of his pass rushes, the highest rate league-wide amongst pass rushers with 500-plus rush plays. And like we said, this young man ain't even reached his ceiling yet, man. This is just the beginning, sir. This is just the beginning. Micah Parsons is only scratching the surface. I cannot wait to see where he become, man. Mr. McDonald says, those teams don't talk grease every year like us. Every year we talking about Super Bowls is unrealistic. I've seen championship teams. I know what it looks like. This ain't that too many holes. Ooh, you coming out the hip today. Trap. Mr. McDonald, I know we got a lot of fans, so some of us be saying Super Bowl every year. I don't know, but I don't think that's a good representation of the whole. But let's go over some of these holes, because I asked this question yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a whole lot of holes. I see, like, if we can stay healthy, of course, to win a Super Bowl, you need luck. I said this before. We definitely need luck. That's a part of it. You need luck on the health end. You might need a little luck on the play calling or the referees. You might need a little help with that. Sometimes, look at the Saints getting cheated at the end of the game, and Dez didn't catch it all of a sudden when we know he did. You know what I'm saying? So to get it all the way done, you're going to need a little luck involved. So let's go over some of these holes that you feel like we have, because I don't think we have many. And if you just name one or two, sir, Mr. McDonald, I want you to understand that every team has flaws. Every team has flaws. So if you think about that, it comes down to who can mask their flaws the best. It is no perfect team that's assembled in the NFL at all. So it just depends on how you want to look at that. He said, you do need luck. I agree with that. Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? I try to be logical, bro. Like, I'm not trying to, just be right all the time. We having a discussion. So if we want to go over some of them hoes you talking about, we can have a discussion. He says, O-line, running back, tight end. I can't say I'm with you on the O-line, but I think, we need a little luck. That's where the luck come in for me. If we can get, football guys, let me talk to y'all for a minute. Let's talk to them for a minute. Listen, we ain't even being greedy. All we saying is, can we have Terrence Steele and Tyron Smith healthy down the stretch? That's all we saying. It ain't got to be the full year. We don't want to be greedy. It ain't got to be the full year, man. It don't even got to be the full year. Just please. We just need them boys to be healthy for the stretch down the playoff run. If we can get that incy-wincy amount of luck to get our O-line to be healthy down the stretch, man, I think that'll work wonders for us. I think that'll be magnificent. So we definitely need some luck, bro, on the O-line. Running back, I believe in Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? I think Tony Pollard can get it done. Now, if you want to say that's a flaw, I can get it. And tight end, we got plenty of talent on tight ends. It depends on how you want to use it. And I feel like Mike McCarthy going to know how to use it. So, Chavis McDonald, I noticed that you didn't say defense. I noticed it. Yeah. You mean to tell me that defense is him? That's what you're telling me.
I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Yep. But all we saying is, Chavis, we can go over every team in the NFL, and I guarantee you, if we ain't too in tune to be able to call out their flaws, I bet you we can talk to their fans, and they'll tell you, like, hey, I'm kind of concerned about this. I'm kind of concerned about that. Well, my argument is we one of the teams that got the least amount of flaws. We have a pretty solid team. We got a pretty solid roster and coaching staff. Our coaching staff one of the best in my opinion. Regardless of how you feel about Mike McCarthy, he's a Super Bowl winning coach. And we got a very great defensive coordinator in Dan Quinn. Like, our coaching is up to par. Our roster is up to par. I really feel like we got a shot this year, though. Just being real. I can get with you on that. Miss Elder said 56 likes and 84 in the Jack, good grief. Here we go. We got to do this every day. Oh, no. Please don't do me like this. Y'all have me whining every day. Y'all go take care of me, though, man. I believe in my people. Y'all don't want to see me with that ugly cry. That legendary ugly cry right there. Y'all don't want to see that, man. Y'all don't want to see that. Trap. That's exactly how I look now. Y'all don't want landlord to get down like that. So please hit that like and share for the squad. It would not charge a card. Y'all know. I know y'all gonna take care of me, man. We ain't tripping. They got us, Miss Elder. They gonna get it together. We trust in them. We know they gonna we know they gonna do us right. Mr. Dallas says our young tight ends aren't gonna be an issue. I don't think so either. Like we got enough talent at tight end to carry that load all together, I feel like. And to be honest, I don't think the tight end position just gonna be that big of a factor in this offense that they gonna run. I think some of them tight end targets that Dalton Schultz was getting last year, you gonna see that go to the running back from time to time. Like Tony Pollard might be catching that out the backfield. You might see that going to Brandon Cooks. You see what I'm saying? You might see stuff like that. Like you're going to see an uptick in passes to the running back. You're going to see an uptick in improv too. Because, look, in them timing-based system like we was running last year, the digit system with Kellen Moore, you didn't have time to improv. So now, some of them plays that Dak would have just dumped it out to the tight end, he going to be a little mobile and go find something. You know what I'm saying? It might not just have to go to the tight end before he gets sacked. So he's going to be mobile. He's going to find stuff outside the pocket. All of that's going to supplement from Dalton Schultz finding all these holes in the zone, I feel like. And like I said before, I don't feel like the tight end position is going to be as prominent in this offense as it was last year. So I think all of those things going to supplement and come together and kind of, substitute from how we was using the tight end last year. Like, that's my assessment on it. I could be wrong. Defense is nasty, but linebacker and safety has questions. Safety, though, man? Safety, Mr. McDonald. I don't know how you could say safety. We got plenty of safeties. Our safety group might be the best in the league, in my opinion. Now, I think I know what you're referring to. You probably talking about the coverage aspect. Because I ain't going to lie, I'm not too high on the coverage aspect. But the safety room as a whole, they can play. And I think it won't be as much wear and tear, as much stress on the safeties. Because, I knew you were talking about him because I've been talking about Malik Hooker too. But look, I feel like Malik Hooker job going to be a little easier because we got better cornerback play. Like, I don't think your safety is going to be as stressed out as they was last year because you got better cornerback play. You got Stephon Gilmore. All of that works hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to be good. The better your corners is, the better your safety player look. The better your front seven is, the better your secondary going to look. So I think we'll be fine. Like I said, Chavis, it's only, think about it. Every team has a flaw. We got to understand that first. But if your team only got some small flaws, I think you'll be good, though. You'll be pretty good. Just like the Chiefs had flaws last year. They a Super Bowl champ, but they had flaws. Like, they secondary wasn't that good. Look at what Jalen Hurts did to them in the Super Bowl. They wide receiving core was young and didn't have too many proven players on them. They still overcame that. They masked their flaws. So don't think that you have to be a flawless organization to win a Super Bowl. That's not true. Every team has flaws. It's the OC, the head coach, it's the organization job to be able to match them flaws to get us over the hump. That's the whole problem right there. Trap. You don't have to have the Mortal Kombat flawless victory to win the Super Bowl. You don't. Shout out to Mr. Iceberg. He says that's where Hunter Luepke came in at. We will steal some of the tight end passes. Yeah, and he can be the running back. He can solve some of the running back issues too. Like, so that could mess around and be a strength if this dude come out just be balling out of control. Like, who knows? Who knows? See, Big Dad, that's what type of time I'm on. We have some concerns, but we don't have no major flaws, I don't feel like. Like last year, let's talk about the team last year. And look how good we did at the same time. Last year, we had some major flaws.
Trap.
What's happening, Mr. JB2? Last year, we could talk about last year. We had major flaws last year. It wasn't even a question. Our wide receiving core was in shambles, sir. Our defensive line couldn't stop a nosebleed, sir.
Trap.
Our cornerback room was thin as them cheap little napkins you get from Family Dollar, sir. Our linebacker room was in shambles. We didn't know Damone Clark was going to step in there and play good. Like, so we had a lot of flaws last year. See, this is what I want you to take into consideration. Look at how good of a team that was last year. Look at how good of a team we had last year with all of those major flaws.
Trap.
Now, Mr. Chavis, can we come to a middle ground, come to an agreement? That team last year had way more major flaws than we had this year. And that team last year was still successful to a certain degree. We didn't win it all. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy, hey, you know about them cheap napkins and that cheap tissue, man. You know what I'm saying? If it get wet at all, it's over with. But we can agree, Mr. McDonald, that the team last year had some super major flaws, but they were still a good enough team that gave us a legitimate shot. This team this year, those flaws are way lesser degree. I think we can agree to that. You see what I'm saying? Those flaws are to a way lesser degree. So I feel like we got a way better chance to win it all now. We got a way better chance. So I think I made my case. I think I made my case pretty decently. Let me know if y'all got some opposed to that. Mr. Iceberg said, Izzy, is that periodic? Hold on. Wait a minute. What is that word? Pterodactyl? Is you talking about dinosaurs up here, man? I don't know what you're saying. Man, y'all know I speak broken English and y'all come up here with words looking like that. Man, I don't even, you know, when you start seeing the way my mind works, you start seeing them letters looking like they jumbled up, you don't even bother. Like, you like, I'm good. Nope. He said, yes, that is a dinosaur. So you up here spelling words that I don't even supposed to know. So don't do me like that, man. Well, I ain't know what that said. Look, am I the only person? I might just be crazy. Y'all know I'm kind of crazy. Look, when them letters be jumbled up like that, I be like, nah, I'm good. I just go on skip to the next word. Like, nah, you ain't finna get me like that, sir. Big Dale in the building. He said, appreciate the $1.99. He said, we overachieved last year and we know it. It's the truth. But we don't want to talk about that, Big Daddy. You know them people gonna come at you, Big Daddy. Don't do that now. Don't do that. Them people gonna come at you now. You can't be telling the truth on the internet, man. Boy, them people finna kick in your door. Hey, them people coming for you. Man, you know you can't be talking the truth on the internet these days. You know that. See, they don't want to talk about how we overachieved. I just named for you about 5 major concerns, and we still overcame them. We didn't get to the Super Bowl, but we still had a pretty good team. So this what I'm saying. That's a big differential between the flaws we had last year compared to this year. He said, I got what they wanted. They kicking my door. Them people coming. Sir, you can't be talking that much truth on the internet. You can't do that. This 2023, man. You already know that. Miss You Got It said, I think you're not supposed to pronounce the P. Hey, man, I just told you my process. I skipped all the way over that thing. I ain't got time for that, man. What somebody give me the pronunciation then, because, you know, that's not my expertise right there. I leave that to y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I think I made a good case, man. Let me know if that case was satisfactory for you, Mr. McDonald. I think we got a few more things though. Let's see what else on here to talk about. Let's see.
Everybody in New York, I'm gonna go to the middle of New York with that middle finger up.
Hey, we always be trolling the Eagles. This a giant troll right here, man.
Trap.
I thought this was funny. This is Kadarius Toney hollering at his New York people. Look what he said.
Everybody in New York, I'm gonna go to the middle of New York with that middle finger up. Hey, look, I love trolling. They be trying to troll me. I got some for them. I got the Super Bowl ring coming in this finger right here. Everybody in New York, I'm gonna go to the middle of New York with that middle finger up.
He's getting back at them Giants fans, man.
Trap.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When one of my best homeboys, he's a fake Chiefs fan. I never let him go. Like he became a Chiefs fan with Patrick Mahomes. So we gonna dog out Mike King until he join the show, until he come on here and own up for himself. But he's a fake Chiefs fan, and he always talk about my Cowboys. But when they got Kadarius Toney, I called him. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I like Toney. I think he can play. I think Pat gonna cut up with him. So I think Kadarius Toney is a decent wide receiver. And the New York Giants, they don't know what to do at wide receiver. Shout out to Zay the G Dallas Cowboys. He says we gonna overachieve again then and take the Super Bowl this time. Hey man. Hey man. Yeah, I think Kadarius Toney gonna cut up. But yeah, I'm on them same type of vibes, Zay, because like I said, the flaws that we had this year are way, way less to a lesser degree than they was last year. And I feel like we got a coaching advantage. We went from being at a disadvantage from coaching to now we got an actual coaching advantage. Now we stepping up into games like, hey, I'm ready for them. We stepping up to games like we matching wits with people with Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, not Kellen Moore. We don't have to deal with that no more. If you had to match wits with what's his name, D'Amico Ryans, even though he gone, that's something that's been low key too. Now San Francisco defense strong with the K, but they still missing D'Amico now. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans,
Trap.
He's out my city, so I gotta shout out my people. But at the same time, I think that's gonna be a big loss for them. You remember I done said this plenty of times. I don't think the Cowboys' offense was pretty much like just being dominated by the San Francisco 49ers defense. I think Kellen Moore was just getting did dirty by D'Amico, like real talk. I think Kellen Moore's scheme was just getting completely shut down by D'Amico Ryans. It didn't look like they players were just better than ours. It just looked like we couldn't figure them out. So that's all I'm saying. I think so too. I think that's something that nobody's bringing up. Even though they did get a little stronger though. They got Hargrave or somebody from the Eagles. They got a couple of good additions to that team. But I do think it's gonna be a little learning curve for them changing defensive coordinators. D'Amico was a gangster too, man. Y'all better quit playing. That boy was good. So I think that's gonna be. They may take a little step back. Who knows? But changing DCs is nothing to sneeze at. Like sometimes people come in and just be a Mike Nolan now. You don't know. So I think that might be a little kink in their arm over there. Who knows? They might get taken down. They might get taken down a couple of notches. But I feel like that's the battle we lost the most. I feel like Kellen Moore just couldn't see a picture of D'Amico Ryans because it looked like that. No matter how much talent he had, he was still getting whipped. That's all it was. Mr. Iceberg says, landlord, the way Bobby Belt and Brian Broaddus said, don't be surprised Jalen Tobin and Semi Fahoku take snaps from If that happens, it happens. Like, I don't think I like Gallup. I'm a Gallup supporter. I used to fight for Micah Gallup. I went mad when he got paid. I like him. But the thing about it is, I don't think that'll be a bad thing either. Would y'all be mad? Let me know if y'all will be mad. Would y'all be mad if we go into this year and Because you got to think about this situation. Would y'all be mad if you go into this year and Jalen Tolbert playing so well that he overtake Michael Gallup? I wouldn't be mad. Y'all got to think about it. If Jalen Tolbert or Simi play that well, then I wouldn't care. You got to think they got to actually ball out. They got to actually go crazy for them to overtake Gallup. So for me to say I'd be mad at it, it's like I'm going against my own team. Y'all, we got to understand how much better they got to be than Gallup. They got to actually crack the starting role and be better than him. I'll be happy with that. You know, if Jalen Tolbert and Simi Fehoko is threatening Gallup and they just going crazy, I'm a happy man. I'm sorry. I'm happy. I'm happy. Now, we'll have to deal with the Michael Gallup problem later on down the line, though. We'll still have to deal with that, though. Shout out to ZDG DC for Life again with the 199. I appreciate you, sir. He says, I think Micah might be our goal line back DC for. Hey, man, you out of time. I mean, he did play running back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, line him up. Suit him up, coach. Iceberg said, I told y'all that Jalen Tolbert and Simi will pass Gallup in this offense. We'll see, man. We'll see, man. I ain't giving up on my boy Gallup because I've been hearing some glowing reports about him too. But like I said, the only way I wouldn't be mad or angry, if they taking a step like that, we need to just hush up and step back and just let that happen. Like, just let it happen. If them boys balling like that, we need to just say, oh, let them go. Hey, let the best man win. If it get down to that, till it's a fight to that degree, if they fighting like this out there, if it's a fight like that, hey, let them boys rock out. Do not step in the middle of that if them boys fighting like that, man. That's all I'm saying. Let them rock out. Let them rock out if they fighting like that. Because that's what we want, honestly. We want an open competition like that. We want the best man to win. We want our young players to push Gallup if that's possible. We want Jalen Tolbert to push Gallup, to make Gallup look over his shoulder like, man, I better tighten up now. We want that to happen. So, hey, I'm not opposed to it. Big Tex Dallas says Gallup didn't need separation with his ability to catch in traffic and make beautiful receptions. Yeah, he is dope with that 50-50 ball. High point of football, sideline catches and stuff. Michael Gallup is him with that. We already know that.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him.
You're right about that.
I'm him dunking.
I'm high on Michael Gallup. The only reason I ain't standing on the table right now fighting for Michael Gallup is because of the year he had last year. I think everybody should be at least a little concerned after what we seen. Now, we understand he was coming back from an injury, but we got to be realistic too. Like, he didn't have a good showing last year. So that's the only reason I'm a little reserved. I ain't got to fight you right now. If you down on Michael Gallup, I kind of understand. I mean, we got to be realistic now. I kind of understand. But I think he's going to do better, though. I still feel like he's going to get back to the level he was. Thomas said, hell, I wouldn't be mad as long as our wide receiving core is showing out and kicking some ass. I ain't messing up with that. Yeah, straight up, I'd be happy. I'd actually be happy. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be happy. Yeah, JC, you know I got that DBZ vibes in there too, man. Hey, we want them to fight. You know what I'm saying? When you have a fight, that's the culture that Mike McCarthy brought in here too. I want y'all to understand that. Like, I ain't saying it was never no good battles or good competition, but Mike kind of raised that level of competition up a notch to me. Like, it's been good battles at a lot of positions since Mike McCarthy been here. Like, we done had some real solid battles. Like, the talent level is not that big of a difference. Our depth has went up. Can we agree to that? That's something that's underrated. Mike McCarthy depth done been different. It's way better than what we had on the Garrett. Like, way better. You can only name by one or two positions we need depth at. Garrett used to need depth across the board. Like if we lost one player, we was finna lose. So that's another thing that Mike McCarthy did differently. Like he made sure he crossed all his T's and dotted all his I's. Mr. Matt Donald said Dak told Dez you have to get open to get the ball, so now Gallup doesn't have to be open. Yeah, Dak. At that time, Matt Donald, I think I went over that one day. At that time, Dak was a young quarterback, and he didn't have the leeway. He didn't have the rope to be that loose with the football. Honestly, that was smart of Dak, because if Dak would have went out there playing like risky football, gunslinger football, like Romo style, Dak probably would have got benched or something. You never know. So that's why that was a necessary evil for Dak to tell Dez, like, hey, you got to get open because I'm not going to be dangerous or risky with the football. If we had think about this with Dak following up behind Tony Romo. This is a perfect example. Following behind Tony Romo, y'all, if we had anything that we hated about Romo, put it in the chat box. Let me know what that is. Let's see what y'all know. If we had anything that we collectively didn't like about Tony Romo, what was it? Put it in the chat. Like this is finna reveal a whole lot. If it was one thing you could take away from Romo game, what would it be? Interception, sir. Absolutely. Trap. So with Dak following up on Tony Romo, why would you think when you know that'll be one of his biggest focuses? He like, yeah, I can't be throwing interceptions because, I mean, that's what Romo do. So now Dak mentality coming in as a young quarterback, he like, oh, I must take care of the ball. As a young quarterback, you got to take care of the ball to keep your starting position. If Dak would have had a lot of interceptions, bro, they would have put Tony Romo back in there. Real talk. Who agree with that? If Dak would have came out there and started for Tony Romo, say for instance he still was doing good and we were still winning. If he would have did that, man, and threw a whole bunch of interceptions, they probably would have put Romo right back in there. Real talk. I really think they would have put Romo right back in there if Dak Prescott would have came in with a whole bunch of interceptions. They would have said, okay, Dak, we gonna put Romo back in there. Because I mean, if you risk it with the football as a young quarterback, at least Romo, he gonna have the same risk, but he gonna have a bigger reward than you right now. So yeah, they would have sat Dak down. So of course, as a young quarterback, I don't blame Dak. At first, I thought it was Dak just showing that he had a pair and went scared of Dez at first. But now it makes sense. Like, Dak is a young quarterback. He like, bro, I ain't finna be risking the ball like that. He like, bro, I'm trying to keep this job. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to get fired on his day off like Friday, bro. He ain't trying to do that. So Dak was being smart. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to risk the ball like that. So that right there alone kind of sacrificed Dez. Real talk. If Romo would have stayed, I'm going to be real with y'all. Because it's a two-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. If Romo would have stayed, Dez probably would have been Dez for about 2 more years. Real shit. Who agree with that? Dak and Dez wasn't going to blend because Dak wasn't finna force the ball. But if you would have kept Romo probably would have had Dez playing top tier for at least another year and a half. Real talk. I'm very confident in that. Because the way Dez and Romo played together, Dez still had that skill set. Dez had to become a route runner with that. And that wasn't his strong suit. It wasn't his strong suit. What y'all think about that? That's something that I don't think nobody ever really got down to that type of discussion. Like, I really think that if Tony would have stayed, Dez would have been good for about a year or two after that. Like, real talk. I don't think he would have diminished so quickly because Dak needed a different kind of receiver that Dez just wasn't. You see what the first thing they did? Man, it's so much stuff that makes sense now, y'all. Man. I think we figuring this stuff out. We touching we breaking a lot of points. Look, the reason Dak and Dez didn't jail because Dez had to be another kind of receiver. So look, when we got rid of Dez, what the first thing we did? What's the first thing we do? What kind of receiver we went and got? Somebody put it in the chat. Dez was not a route runner receiver. What's the first receiver we went and got? Amari Cooper, bro. This stuff makes sense now. This stuff makes sense now. Dak was a young quarterback that was not finna risk the ball. So, of course, when it's time to get another receiver, he like, hey, I need me a route runner. That's why they went and got somebody like Amari Cooper. Man, this is groundbreaking. This is groundbreaking. This is why this stuff happened in that type of order. Because Dak was a young quarterback that wasn't finna risk the ball, and they needed somebody who can help him develop. That's what Coop did. Coop just got him straight up in there. So Dez wasn't a route guy, and he wasn't the right kind of receiver for Dak, so it wasn't going to work out for no longer. That's why Dez had to go. And once Dez left, we brought us a route runner in there and got Amari Cooper, and it worked like magic. Did it not? It worked. It worked instantly. So at least you got to give your front office a credit on that. They recognize that. They like, okay, if we got Dak, now we need receivers to work with Dak. Dez wasn't the type of receiver that worked with Dak. That's all it was. I don't even think Dez was that bad yet. You know what I'm saying? I just think he wasn't the fit for the Cowboys no more. That's all it was. Because if he would have stayed with Romo, Dez would have, I feel real strongly. Dez would at least gave you another year and a half of pretty good production. Like, real talk. I'm almost confident in that. He would have gave you at least another year and a half of catching everything, going crazy and everything. I really do. But let's see. So we seen that Dak wasn't a risky thrower, so he wasn't going to cater to Dez like that. And they went and got him a route runner. So that helped him out a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I got some. That helped him out a whole lot. But got all these lights attracting every bug in the world. They coming from all outside. But I think we got down to it, man. We really broke some ground in some of these conversations. I don't remember anybody talking about this to this degree, so it's a lot of this stuff making sense to me now. You know what I'm saying? It's really making sense. But far as Dak is now, though, I did have a discussion. This probably be the last topic I go over, man. I hope y'all enjoying this Cowboy talk, though. Okay, this kind of falls right back, and it kind of plays full circle into this, what I was just discussing. Because that receiving core with Amari Cooper and with CeeDee Lamb and Gallup, I had a poll in my community tab today. Which receiving core is you taking between these two? I think it's closer than you might think. Because, hey, you got to think about it. Now, it's really unfair because Dak was a different quarterback than he is now, than he was back then. I think Dak is better. So that's going to give his current receiving core a little edge automatically, in my opinion. But when you think about this, okay, Coop, I told HTM this on the phone today. I said, okay, you know, we got the Android and iPhone beef that's always going on. We know that. But look, we know the iPhone is a very powerful device. It got a lot of capabilities. But Apple is so sedity that they don't let y'all how to use all the power. You know what I'm saying? I liken it to a charger with a governor. You know, you might have the Hemi on it, but it got a governor. It won't let you go so like as fast as it possibly could. So I look at that the same situation that Amari Cooper was in. Because Amari Cooper had a lot of capabilities. He could have been great. He could have been ridiculous. But think about this. Kellen Moore had the governor on the man. If Kellen Moore had the governor on him, what doesn't matter how much capability he had. So I look at it like this. If you look at it far as Coop go compared to CeeDee Lamb had the better year. He had a better year than Coop ever had. So I know that Coop was capable of that, but he wasn't used like that. So I got to go with CeeDee because he was used in a better way. So even if you don't think CeeDee was a better player than Coop, you got to say that CeeDee was more productive than Coop. So at the very least, I say you got to consider that a wash even if you low on CeeDee. I'll take CD now over what I seen from Coop because CD was phenomenal to me in this year. So look, I'll say even at the very least I could say that's a watch. But when you compare the other two wide receivers, you got to compare CD Lamb. You got to compare CD Lamb with who? You got to compare CD Lamb with Brandon Cooks. Okay, now you compare CD Lamb with Brandon Cooks, you got to think this was a young CD Lamb. This wasn't CD Lamb who he is now. He wasn't him yet.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
So if you tell me you comparing young CD Lamb who had just touched ground, he ain't even know who he was yet, and you compare him to a seasoned veteran like Brandon Cooks that's been doing his thing, who is very proven, who is a get 1,000 yards receiving in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? He get 1,000 yards receiving in his sleep. So I have to go with Cooks because Cooks was a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Cooks was a veteran receiver who knew how to get 1,000 yards in his sleep. So you can't get Coop. I mean, you can't go CD Lamb over Cooks at that time because CD was a young player. He wasn't him yet. So I might go with Cooks over CD in that situation. Then the biggest question mark is Micah Gallup, in my opinion. The biggest question mark is Micah Gallup because Micah Gallup back then, that was my dude back then.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
MG back then went hard to me. I ain't gonna count. Like MG back then went hard. So I got my questions, I got my suspicions about this MG. I don't know. That's the only thing. So MG really like the, what can I say? MG really the wild card to me. He's the wild card because if I get MG where he was with Amari and them, if I place that MG with this group, I'm definitely taking the current group. I am. I'm taking the current group. And then you add on to that the fact that Dak is a much better quarterback these days. I think I'm taking my guys today. And we got a deeper core. See, that's interesting that you said that. So now we can even go on to the other receivers. Now, I don't have it on the fly. Who else we had on this receiving core? We had Noah Brown. And who we had? Okay, we had Coop, CD, Micah Gallup, Noah Brown. Who was the fourth receiver in that offense? Was it Cedric Wilson? It might have been Cedric Wilson, though. Because Cedric Wilson went crazy with that. Is we going to count Cedric Wilson? Because I didn't say a certain year. But, okay, I just said that group. So, Cedric Wilson was in there with them boys, too, now. So, I don't know. Ced was hard. Ced was hard with Dak. He was hard with Dak. Ced was hard with Dak. I won't say that Ced was just hard because he ain't doing that with Miami. But he was hard with Dak. So, I don't know. But I ain't going to lie. Even though we ain't seen it yet, I might say Toba going to be better than Ced, though. Because, look, even though we ain't seen Toba do nothing, we ain't seen Toba do absolutely nothing yet. That's the friend of the show. You know what I'm saying? I am very high on him. I believe in him. But if you look at it, we didn't see, we only seen Ced do that for 1 year too now. So he's not a proven guy now. He's not a proven guy. I would be too. But look, I like to say it as well. So look, that's up for discussion. It'll be Ced versus Toba to somebody. That's what it'll be. It'll be Ced versus Toba. So we only seen Ced cut up like that 1 year. He was hurt the other years. So he don't have a large body of work to go off of either. So maybe I like Toba. We ain't seen it yet, but I think Toba gonna prove to y'all that he's a better player than Ced. So I don't know. He said he not throwing no touchdown. Hey, he ain't throwing them like Ced though. You right. That boy Ced was like perfect on the touchdowns. You know, you like 4 for 4 and he was going crazy as a quarterback though. But I don't know. Like, of course, this projection, we haven't seen Toba do anything just yet. You know what I'm saying? But I think off upside, I think Tolbert will be the better player. What y'all think? I like Sid too though. Sid went crazy with Dak. We gotta make sure we keep saying with Dak because he just went over there to tour and he did absolutely nothing. Big Tex Dallas said the receiver that broke his leg that came from Jacksonville. What was his name? Oh, you talking about Allen Hurns. I think his name was Hurns. I think that was Allen Hurns. He didn't do much of nothing either though, Tex. I don't remember. I was mad in the mud. Like, he got hurt early too, I think. That boy got hurt early too. It was a gruesome injury too. Oh, you talking to him. Mike and Leah said still don't know about Turpin's contributions either. True. What y'all think though? Before we ride this thing on out in a minute, man, what y'all think? Tolbert said. I know it's going to be easy to say said because we seen him do good, but I think I believe in Tolbert a little more. I do. I believe in Tolbert. I just think the system kind of held him back. So let me get y'all takes. Tolbert said. I know it's going to be a lot of says, but I stand on that hill. I don't care. I don't care about it. I don't care. I be the one like John Wick with all the guns to my face. You understand? I be like John Wick, the one with all the knives to my throat. I be him. But I really do believe in Tolbert. I really do. Ms. Elder said hit that like button. Y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. Y'all been doing an excellent job. I'm not gonna even cap. Y'all been getting the likes up, and I really do appreciate y'all, man. We pumping this out to the algorithm. I really appreciate y'all. We are pumping this out to the masses, man. And hey, the show is growing, the channel is growing, the likes are up. I'm loving everything, man. The trappers are actually cutting up, man, and I appreciate y'all. But one thing, I don't never ask for subs, though. I don't never ask for subs. I don't know if I ever asked y'all to subscribe. But look, I am on the brink to get to the 4K. So, hey, if you watching it, man, and you really appreciate and enjoy the content, man, help your boy get to that 4K, man. I feel like it's been taking a while. And I'm getting a little impatient, you know. So help your boy get to that 4K, man. We trying to break ground, man. We trying to break ground. We trying to break ground. I see some Tobers in this thing, though. Yeah, Tober got the high ceiling. You know what I'm saying? I like this said coming out of Boise, though. Because when I seen us draft him, I watched his tape. I was like, he look good to me. So I ain't disrespecting said either. Because Said was hurt his first couple of years, and then once he got a healthy season, he cut up. I see Tolbert. Common Sense says system help Said hurt Tolbert, but Tolbert with Mike McCarthy. Hey, man, I like y'all standing up for my boy. Because we going off upside. We're not just going off the low-hanging fruit of what we seen Said do. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no mistake about that. Shout out to Rush Merck 9, man, with the $5. I appreciate you, sir. He says Gallup best receiver. Dude was just hurt last season. Stop fake hating on my dude. Catch radius, not the fastest, but crazy finesse. Man, you right though. I love Micah Gallup, man. I just, like I said, I'm just a little. You gotta be a little shell shocked though, Rush. Tell me you ain't. Bro, I might have been one of Micah Gallup's biggest supporters. Like, no lie. I just don't think I was really doing content yet. Like, bro, I'm huge on Micah Gallup. I love the way he play. I like what he brings to the team. Like, he's a physical wide receiver that don't care about being reckless and going across the middle. He plays with a lot of intensity. You need that in the wide receiving group. Like, you don't need all your receivers to be scary and stuff. Like, Micah Gallup don't care about none of that. He used to go crazy, like physical and going across the middle, high points to football. Micah Gallup do all that. So I'm a high guy on Micah Gallup. It's just the fact that what I seen from him last year, I can't put my name behind it. I'm a little concerned. Like, we should be a little concerned though, Rush. Let me know if I'm wrong. I just say I have to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jumping ship on MG. I'm not doing that. I'm just taking a step back. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Until he show me, if I see some signs, if MG show me some real signs, I'm right back with my guy. If MG show me some signs, bro, I'm right back with my guy. Tyler said, I've been sub since 2K. You were like 2K landlord. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, y'all help me go on hit that 4K, man, so I can go on celebrate and pop a bottle or something, man. You understand? JC Network said Gallup is a tough receiver. I think he's about to step up big time. If he do, man, this wide receiving core gonna go crazy. But look, we can have both things though. Excuse me. We can have Toba go crazy and we can have MG go crazy. We can have both. You know what I'm saying? Now this receiving core is just off the chain with it. Absolutely, Mr. Kings reacts. CD Lamb is him. So let's take that vote. Did I get y'all vote? Are y'all going current or pass? Are y'all going current or pass on the whole group? Current or pass? I know we did the Said versus Toba. I'm rocking with my guy Toba. Let me see if I can get more. See if I can get more. Okay. I see most people. Somebody said send me. Now, Mr. Will, you just gonna.
South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
I misheard that, but you gonna just do what you want to do, ain't you? I ain't mad at you though. Cause Simi, I think Simi gonna have something to say. I think he do. But I'm going with Toba though. Simi is not in this equation. I think Simi got something to say though. I'ma just be real. I'm not a big Simi guy, because the reason I'm not a big Simi guy is because I feel like Simi had several years at this point, and he's did nothing. As soon as the lights come on, Simi gets small. So I just feel like, I just want to see it. I just want to see it from him. Most people saying current. I think I made a good case for my current. You know what I'm saying? I think I made a good case for my current receivers. And then you got to take into account that Dak is a much better quarterback too. So that's really gonna make it unfair. Dak gonna make it unfair to me. When you think about how much better of a player that Dak is when right now compared to what he was then, I feel like that's gonna get a current one a way better notch. It's gonna get them a extra notch on their side to me, by far. But I think I'm rocking with the current. Texas Breed Cowboy said I'm late as hell, but I made it. Yes, sir. Hey, man, it's just a Friday. We just trapping on a Friday. Now, look, I know the people that saying pass, y'all must be just, I think y'all fighting for Coop. And y'all know Coop, my Bama guy. I love him. But I'm just saying, you got to look at this. I just think it don't matter how good Coop is if Kellen wasn't using him. That's all I'm saying. We was actually using CD. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I see a few passes, but I think I see more current. I did a poll on my channel too, on my community tab about this morning, so we can discuss that. Y'all can go over there and hit y'all button so we can know exactly where we stand with this. But the experiment really was to show y'all how good this wide receiving core finna be. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. I didn't really want to put our teams against each other. I was really just showing y'all that, hey, we felt great about that last receiving core. This receiving core is not too far off, even if you don't feel like it's better. Like, this receiving core is going to be nice. And you got a better Dak. I feel good about this team. JC said Amari Cooper route running was so deadly. LOL. That's hard for me. Yeah, I think that was a good question. I think that was a good conversation starter. HTM says I think that's a separate conversation. If we're talking on talent alone, the pass one is the one to go with. But like I've been saying, they only played 12 games together. Yeah, that's crazy when you think about that though. That we thought it did. They actually didn't play a whole lot of games together. So that's crazy when you think about it like that. Big Ted says current because as Cowboy fans, we forced to live in the past, but not anymore. Hey, I like that, though. But I ain't gonna lie, though. Okay, if you say talent, Coop is nice, bro. Coop is nice. But I think I'm almost just as big on CD. I don't know. Maybe I'm a clown for that. Who knows? I like CD Lamb, bro. I think he gonna be nice like that. And there's no disrespect to Coop, but I think CD like that. So I mean, when you put them two up against each other, like I said, at the bare minimum, I ain't gonna fight you if you say it's a wash. Cause CD just had the better year. Right? CD literally just had the better year. So at least you could say it's a wash. Shout out to my guy Taiwan. He said Simeon better than Noah. Yeah, he better than Noah for sure. Nah. Wait a minute. I don't know, Taiwan. We'll have to say, okay, what can we say? That's tough there, Taiwan. Cause it's like you gotta go off I just went off a projection with Toba. So I don't know. That's a good discussion. What y'all? I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? That's a good discussion right there, Taiwan. Semi better than Noah. Because I just gave Toba the nod because of potential. And we did see Sid with one good year. So I ain't going to be no hypocrite and just say because I seen it from Noah and didn't see it from Semi, I just got to demolish him. So I can't say that. I don't know. Because potential-wise, Semi got a higher ceiling by far. I don't even think that's up for debate. But we seen what Noah did. Noah actually did okay, I guess. Did Noah Brown do okay, or did Noah Brown do okay for what we thought Noah Brown was? Let me know that. Yeah, Coop been balling in Cleveland, though. He has. Coop had a good year in Cleveland. Yeah, he got busy. But he didn't have a better year than CD Lamb, though. Think about this. CD Lamb just had 1,300 yards and Dak missed 5 games, y'all. Hey, I know it's scary. You know. I don't mind standing on that hill. I don't mind dying on that hill alone. But I'm gonna tell you straight up. Every time you break some ground, the crazy people, it be seeming like you crazy, but you be right. It take time for you to figure out you right, though. That's all it is. And I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't saying that CD just going to be a better player than Coop, but I'm going to tell you right now, I feel just as strongly about CD Lamb as I felt about Coop. Now, if that's going to materialize into him becoming a better player, that's yet to be seen because, it's injuries, it's quarterback play, it's play calling, it's all kind of stuff that's tied to that. But I feel like CD might be him, though.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
So the only way I feel like you picking the pass is you going off Amari Cooper. That's the only way. I don't see no other argument. Because you got to go with Cooks over a rookie, unproven CD Lamb. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe your argument could be a healthy Micah Gallup over the questionable Micah Gallup. That could. But I think I'm going with my guys today. I think I'm going with my current guys. I really do. Kelvin Godwin says, I'm taking the new squad. I like Coop, but he didn't show up in every game. They couldn't get it done. I got faith in this new squad. Hey, it ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that, man. It is not nothing wrong with that. Danny said we need the church on a Friday. He said we need a church on a Friday. Mr. Danny Savage, the draft guru. Ain't that what you call yourself, man? He said CD Lamb, most impressive years his rookie. He played with 3 quarterbacks. He needs 17 games with Dak, which he never has had. Ooh, that boy nice. That boy is nice. Man, CD just got 13. In the South we say thut. Somebody spell that for me, man. Somebody spell 13, the number 13. That boy just got 1,300 yards with Dak, and he wasn't even there. 5 games Dak missed, and he still got 1,300 yards. And what, like 9 touchdowns? HTM, Mr. Number Man, let me know if you still plugged in. Did he get 9 touchdowns, I think? I'm going off the fly. But CD gangster though, man. CD gangster. We both says how many times we've proved they didn't target him and used him as a decoy. You talking about Coop? I said that, but like, look, all I said is it don't matter how good you is if you ain't getting the ball. That's all I said. Yeah, there you go, 13. You know what I'm saying? That boy had 1,300 yards, man. Y'all know how we do it in the South.
South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it was 9 touchdowns. I thought so. You know, I'm going off the top, but yeah, that boy had 1,300 yards, man. Y'all know that boy had 1,300 yards without no prep, missing Dak for 5 games. So, hey, I'm high on CD. I think we all need to be a little higher on CD. Y'all remember the discussions it was before CD came into this year? Y'all remember that? Hey, that looked damn good, don't it, Desmond? Man, that looks good right there. That boy good. But look, you remember the discussions everybody was saying? They was like, oh, with Coop being gone, can CD get open? Coop used to open it up for CD. CD had absolutely nobody, and he went crazy. Trap. Man, what make you know that boy CD cold-blooded? He cut up in a Kellen Moore scheme with no other help. That boy crazy. The degree of difficulty on that is just astronomical. Like, how you mean to tell me this boy ain't have no help with a Kellen Moore scheme? And he still balled out? Man, CD Lamb is him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Look, not only did CD Lamb ball out with a Kellen Moore scheme, not only did CD Lamb have his quarterback miss 5 games, not only did he do that, this young man did all of that with no help on the wide receiving core either. You mean to tell me his number 2 wide receiver was Noah Brown? That's what you telling me? You mean to tell me this boy already in the Dallas history books and he ain't even had a full season with his quarterback yet? That's what you telling me? CD is already 88 and he's living up to it, and I think he's doing a wonderful job. I think we are low. I think we are too low on CD, actually. I think we are downplaying what CD Lamb is, and I think he's going to show everybody this year. He's actually going to have some help, and I think he's going to go crazy this year. Mark my words. Trap. And believe it or not, I might go pull up my receipts. I was one of the people saying CD was going to be fine as a number 1 receiver. And look what he did. He came out and balled out. I said it. I didn't shy away from it. I said, bro, CD going to be fine. Mr. Bruce got the toxic juice, says landlord. It's been 20 games since somebody besides CD Dangerous Lamb put up a 100-yard game. It don't happen. He was the only one. That boy Noah Brown, he was all right at the beginning of the year, man, but it just got sad. Like, think about it, man. If CD the only person you got to worry about, they bracketing CD, they rolling coverage to CD side, and this boy still was cutting up. Now, I made my case the other day saying that was not Kellen Moore's scheme that was using CD like that. I just don't see it. But I can't just say he had no credibility in it. But that's why you seen them moving CD around and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You see them moving him around because he was the main focus, and he still went crazy. So just imagine when they got to respect Brandon Cook's speed, when they have to respect Michael Gallup being another player again, when they got to respect Dak being aggressive in a real smart offense. You know what I'm saying? When they actually got to respect flood concepts and West Coast type philosophies coming at these boys, when they don't have to worry about being predicted every time with their curl routes. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry about that. Listen here, I'm telling you, I am very bullish on CD Lamb. I think he's better than he's getting treated. I think he's a young star in this league, and I think he's just going to keep getting better and better with the help of Dak Prescott getting better and Mike McCarthy being a better play caller, better situational play caller. I think all of that's going to help him shoot to the top and get better and better. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. I'm finna get ready to wrap this thing on up. I've been on here for an hour and a half, so I hope y'all appreciate the efforts and, you know, what I do here. I hope I've entertained y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. But, you know, like I say, we are the greatest. Y'all know that. Make sure y'all hit that like and share on the way out, man. We got 95 in the building. Let me get 95 more likes then, if that's possible. Let's get it. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined.
Hey, man.
Is divine versus boggle your mind. And
Let me know how the show was today, man. Let's get it.
How much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine.
Shout out to everybody rock.
With mine, I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably
They know we the greatest. Let's get it.
I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD.
Let's
I know
go.
my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say.
Their words are like prepositional phrase.
They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous
That's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all. And I know these haters can't stand me. I do it for the family. You too, Miss Jacket. Have a good weekend, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it. We building something great over here, man. I hope y'all are happy to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm the greatest. Let's go. Well, dang, Paul. I ain't gonna lie, Paul. I think this was a good one. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Shout out to Gabby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Mr. Kevin, Mr. Charlie. You understand? Let's get it. Mr. Patrice, Mr. Michael Lockhart, Lord King. You understand? Sugar Daddy Wiz. Let's get it. My music therapeutic to the real. Spirit like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me. I'm the greatest.
I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat.
Let's go.
For the family. So
bring the block to the. And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. What's good, DC4? Like, text. Let the doubters see you making it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest. And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know they hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success. But nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.